A gleaming glass skyscraper rises above Mumbai's skyline. The company logo, a stylized CC that resembles both interlocking chains and flowing cement, dominates the facade. Rahul, the African expansion represents the future of Chand Cement. We've secured mining rights in Tanzania, Ethiopia, and Mozambique. Rahul clicks a remote. A map of Africa appears on the wall screen with highlighted regions. Phase 1 begins next quarter. By 2027, we'll control 30% of the continent's cement production. Vikram nods approvingly, making notes. This is the culmination of everything I've built, a legacy that will... Rahul suddenly stops. He grips the edge of the table, sweat beads on his forehead. Father? Rahul's breathing grows labored. He tries to continue but can't form words. The remote drops from his hand. Father! Rahul collapses, pandemonium erupts as executives rush to help. Vikram cradles his father's head. Call an ambulance, now! Rahul stares up at his son, trying to speak. He clutches Vikram's wrist with surprising strength. The will. Not what you... His grip relaxes. His eyes remain open, unseeing. Father! Father! The room spins around Vikram as voices fade to a dull roar. We push in on Rahul's lifeless face. Title, The Cement Empire. An enormous walled estate on the outskirts of Mumbai. Part palace, part corporate headquarters, part fortress. Security guards patrol the perimeter. 3 days later. A portrait of Rahul dominates the marble-floored hall. Below it, his body lies in an open casket dressed in traditional white. Flowers surround him. Family members and business associates pay respects in a receiving line. Indira Chand, Rahul's first wife, stands closest to the casket. Regal, composed, draped in white silk. Her face betrays no emotion, but her eyes miss nothing. Next to her is Lakshmi Chand, the second wife. More spiritual, she quietly chants prayers. A string of prayer beads moves through her fingers. Zara Chand, the third wife, stands apart from the others. Designer sunglasses hide her eyes. Her white mourning clothes somehow manage to look fashionable. Vikram moves among guests, accepting condolences with practiced grace. He exudes the air of someone already in charge. Arjun Chand arrives at the compound. Handsome, with an artist's sensitivity beneath a businessman's exterior, he wears a well-cut black suit that's distinctly European. Security guard. Mr. Arjun has arrived, ma'am. Indira receives the message through an earpiece. Her eyes flicker toward the entrance. To an assistant. Tell my son I'll meet him in the East Wing. Keep him away from Vikram for now. Indira enters a private sitting room where Arjun waits, looking out the window at the gardens. It's been 5 years, Arjun. Hello, mother. They embrace stiffly. You look well, London agrees with you. It's home now. This will always be your home. With edge, not according to father, or have you forgotten the terms of my exile? Your father is dead. Yes, and yet I half expected the guards to turn me away at the gate. I made sure they wouldn't. Is it true what they're saying, that his death wasn't natural? Sharp. Who's saying that? I still have friends in Mumbai, mother. People talk. The official cause is heart failure. Anything else is gossip. She adjusts her sari. You should pay your respects. Then we need to discuss the will reading. Ah yes, the family fortune. I assume Vikram gets the throne? Nothing is certain. Your father was unpredictable in his final months. Surprised, you mean there's doubt? The reading is in 4 days. Until then, everyone is positioning themselves. She moves closer, lowers her voice. Including your brother. Don't underestimate him, Arjun. He's been preparing for this moment for years. I'm not here to challenge Vikram. I just came to say goodbye to father. Studying him. Did you, or did you come to make peace with him, because you're 5 days too late for that? Arjun looks away, unable to hide his pain. Vikram mingles with business associates. He projects confidence, already playing the role of successor. We'll proceed with the African expansion exactly as my father planned. His vision will be realized. Karan Chand, Lakshmi's tech-savvy son, approaches. Slim, intense, with the look of someone who spends more time with computers than people. Karan, the board is requesting an emergency meeting tomorrow. Irritated. The funeral is tomorrow. Karan, they're concerned about market stability. Our stock dropped 12% at opening. Karan, tell them I'll meet the day after. Nothing happens until we lay father to rest. Karan, they won't like waiting. Karan, they'll do as they're told. Vikram notices Arjun entering the main hall. Excuse me. He moves toward his brother. The temperature in the room seems to drop as they face each other. So the prodigal returns. Hello, Vikram. I'm surprised you came. He was my father, too. Was he? I seem to recall you renouncing that claim when you stormed out 5 years ago. I came to pay my respects, not to fight with you. How noble. And after the funeral, will you be rushing back to your gallery in London? Eventually. Warning. Don't get comfortable, brother. Nothing has changed. Everything has changed. Father is dead. And his wishes will be honored. All of them. Their standoff is interrupted by commotion at the entrance. Heads turn as Sanvi, the eldest of Rahul's concubines, enters with her children, Neil and Maya. Sanvi moves with quiet dignity despite her lower status, modest but well-dressed. Maya is sharp-eyed, observant, Neil is solid, dutiful. Lakshmi approaches them, touching her hands together in greeting. Sanvi, we've prepared rooms in the west wing. Sanvi, thank you, Mrs. Lakshmi. Zara, the concubine wing, you mean. Tension ripples through the gathering. Sanvi's face remains impassive, but her children stiffen. Maya, we'd prefer to stay in a hotel, mother. Nonsense, this is your home too. Rahul would want you here. Zara, one big happy family. Zara, enough. She turns to Sanvi with formal courtesy. Please stay. All of Rahul's children should be here for the ceremonies. Sanvi, thank you, Mrs. Indira. Vikram watches this exchange with calculation. Arjun observes everyone, taking mental notes. Maya stands alone in a secluded part of the garden, smoking. Arjun approaches. Still hiding in the rose garden to smoke? Maya, Arjun. The family disappointment returns. Takes one to know one. They embrace warmly. Genuine affection between them. Maya, how's exile treating you? Better than this place ever did. He gestures around the estate. My gallery is doing well, I'm showing some exciting new artists. You should visit. Maya, maybe I will, now that... She doesn't finish the thought. Now that the jailer is gone, Maya, that's harsh, but accurate. He takes out his own cigarettes. So what's really going on? Mother says there's doubt about the succession. Maya, your father became erratic in his final months. Started talking about legacy, about making amends. Amends? That doesn't sound like him. Maya, people change when they see the end coming. You think he knew? Maya, I think he suspected. He made a new will about 3 months ago. No one knows what's in it except Mr. Sharma. And Vikram is getting nervous. Maya, wouldn't you be? He spent his entire life preparing to take over, and the wives, Maya, each backing their own children. My mother is just trying to ensure we get what father promised us. And what was that? Maya, security, a place in the company, recognition. She studies him. Maya, why did you really come back, Arjun? You hated him. I never hated him, I just couldn't be what he wanted. Maya, none of us could, that was the problem. The gathering has thinned. Staff clear away food and flowers. The family begins to disperse to their respective wings. Mr. Sharma, the family lawyer, enters. Thin, formal, carrying a leather briefcase. He approaches Indira. Sharma, Mrs. Indira. My condolences. Thank you for coming, Mr. Sharma. Sharma, I need to speak with the family about the will. The reading is scheduled for... Sharma, there's a complication. This gets Indira's full attention. What kind of complication? Sharma, I should speak with everyone together. Very well. I'll arrange it for tomorrow after the funeral. Sharma, there's something else. He glances around, then lowers his voice. Sharma, a young woman came to my office yesterday. She claims to be Mr. Rahul's daughter. Another fortune hunter. We've dealt with these claims before. Sharma, she has documentation, and she's requesting a DNA test. Who is she? Sharma? Her name is Tara Mehta, 25 years old. Her mother was apparently a textile designer who worked with Mr. Rahul in the early 2000s. Does Vikram know? Sharma, not yet. Keep it that way. I'll handle this myself. Across the room, Vikram watches this exchange with suspicion. Elegant, masculine space. Vikram pours himself a whiskey. His wife, Reena, sophisticated and ambitious, watches him. Don't. Arjun looks well. He abandoned his responsibilities, abandoned father when the company needed him most. I'm just saying exile seems to agree with him. My path was already clear, and conveniently cleared your path to succession. I'm not worried, I'm prepared, there's a difference. He drains his glass. Father entrusted me with this company. I've spent 20 years learning every aspect of the business. Your father also had a flair for the dramatic. What if he left a surprise in his will? Then I'll deal with it. And if he left the company to someone else, to Arjun perhaps? Vikram laughs bitterly. To the son who called his methods criminal, who threatened to expose him. No, father would never forgive that betrayal. People do strange things when confronting their mortality. Vikram's phone buzzes. He checks it, frowns. Sharma wants a family meeting tomorrow. About the will? He doesn't say, but I can't have any surprises, not with the African deals pending. He pours another drink. I need to see that will before the reading. How? Sharma won't show it to anyone. Then I'll have to look elsewhere. Vikram enters using his own key. The room is dark, filled with heavy furniture. A large portrait of Rahul hangs behind the desk. Vikram searches methodically. The desk, filing cabinets, bookshelves. He's looking for a safe or hidden storage. A noise startles him. He freezes, then relaxes when he sees it's just the air conditioning. He focuses on the portrait of his father. It seems to watch him accusingly. Vikram stares back defiantly, then notices something about the frame. It's mounted, oddly, too far from the wall. He runs his fingers along the edge, finds a small latch. The portrait swings outward, revealing a wall safe. Softly, there you are. As he reaches for the safe, a voice speaks from the doorway. I wondered who would be first. Vikram whirls around. Leela, one of Rahul's concubines, stands in the doorway, once beautiful, still striking. She wears a silk robe. Leela, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same question. She enters, turning on a small lamp. Looking for the will? I'm looking for my father's private papers, company business. Amused. Of course you are. She approaches, stands close to him. Your father changed in his final months, Vikram. He wasn't the man you thought you knew. What do you mean? He had regrets. My father never regretted anything in his life. We all face our demons eventually. She glances at the safe. You won't find what you're looking for in there. He kept the important things closer. What things? The truth, about all of us. She touches his face briefly. Be careful what you wish for, Vikram. Your father built this empire on secrets. Uncovering them might cost more than you're willing to pay. She turns to leave. Wait, what do you know about the will? Leela pauses in the doorway. Only that it's not what anyone expects, not even you. She exits, leaving Vikram staring at the safe, uncertain now whether to proceed. The city wakes up, street vendors set up, traffic begins to build. A young woman exits carrying a backpack. This is Tara Mehta, intelligent, determined, with a quiet intensity. She hails a taxi. Chand Cement headquarters, please. Driver, they won't let you in without an appointment. I have an appointment. Driver, shrugging. Your money. As the taxi pulls away, we see Tara clutching a worn photograph of a much younger Rahul with a beautiful woman. Tara stands outside the building looking up. Security guards eye her warily. She approaches the reception desk in the lobby. I have an appointment with Mr. Sharma, receptionist. Your name? Tara Mehta. The receptionist checks the computer, frowns. Receptionist, I don't see an appointment. Please check again. It's regarding Mr. Rahul Chand's will. This gets the receptionist's attention. She makes a phone call, speaking softly. After a moment, receptionist, someone will be down to escort you up. Mr. Sharma meets with Tara in a conference room. He examines documents spread across the table. Sharma, your birth certificate. Your mother's correspondence with Mr. Chand. Photos. And DNA test results. Comparing my profile to the sample my mother kept. Sharma, skeptical. A lock of hair? She told me she always knew this day might come, that I might need to prove who I was. Sharma, why now, Miss Mehta? Why wait until after his death? My mother made me promise not to contact him while she was alive. She died 6 months ago. Sharma, I'm sorry for your loss. I wrote to him after she died. He never responded. Sharma, and what do you want now? What I'm entitled to? Recognition? My inheritance? Sharma, even if you are Mr. Chand's daughter, and that remains to be proven to legal standards, he had many children. 14 that I know of. Now 15. Sharma. The point is, the estate will be divided according to Mr. Chand's wishes, as expressed in his will. Was I in his will, Mr. Sharma? Sharma regards her carefully. Sharma, that information is confidential until the reading. Then I'll attend the reading. Sharma, the reading is for family only. I am family. She stands, gathering her documents. I'll take a proper DNA test if that's what's required. My lawyer will contact you this afternoon. As she reaches the door, Sharma, Miss Mehta, she turns. Sharma. The family is dangerous when threatened. If you are who you claim to be, you already know this. Proceed carefully. I've waited 25 years, Mr. Sharma. I'm not afraid of them. A private Hindu ceremony is underway. The immediate family surrounds Rahul's body, which has been dressed in white and adorned with marigolds. Priests chant, incense fills the air. The mood is solemn. Indira, Lakshmi, and Zara sit in order of precedence. Behind them, the concubines. The children are arranged by age, with Vikram in the position of eldest son. Arjun stands slightly apart, observing more than participating. As the ceremony progresses, Vikram performs the ritual duties of the eldest son. Arjun watches with complex emotions crossing his face. Perfect. The public portion of the funeral. Hundreds of guests fill the hall. Politicians, business leaders, celebrities, security is tight. Vikram stands in the receiving line, shaking hands with VIPs. Media cameras flash from a permitted distance. Arjun mingles reluctantly. He notices Rohan Chand, Lakshmi's youngest son, handsome, flashy, with a playboy vibe. Rohan is charming a group of young women, seemingly oblivious to the solemnity of the occasion. Enjoying yourself? Grinning, Arjun, the black sheep returns. They embrace with fraternal affection. I didn't think you'd come back. Neither did I. How long are you staying? Just until the will reading, then back to London. Lowering voice. Want to place a bet on who gets what? Still gambling, I see. Shrugging. Life's a game of chance, brother. Not in this family, everything is calculated. Rohan glances at Vikram, who's deep in conversation with a government minister. Tell that to Vikram. He's been working the crowd like a politician at a fundraiser. He's always been ambitious. Ambitious? He's obsessed. You should hear him at the office talking about his plans for when he takes over. And if he doesn't? Laughs. Have you seen Father's portrait in the boardroom? It's Vikram with gray hair. Their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of Karan. Unlike Rohan, he's serious, focused. Arjun, welcome home. Karan, you look well. The board is meeting tomorrow. They're insisting on naming an interim CEO. Rolling eyes. Can we not talk business at Father's funeral? Ignoring him. Vikram expects to be confirmed, but there's resistance. From whom? The independent directors and some of the family representatives. Interesting. They're concerned about the African expansion. It's over-leveraged. Interrupting. Seriously, you two? There's wine and beautiful women. Can the corporate intrigue wait? To Arjun. We should talk later. He moves away. Rohan shakes his head. Always the buzzkill. He seems concerned. Karan's always concerned. It's his default state. Across the room, Indira watches her sons interact. Her gaze shifts to the entrance, where she notices security guards speaking into their radios. She frowns. The funeral is ending. Guests depart in luxury cars. The family remains exhausted from the day's events. Sharma approaches Vikram. Mr. Vikram, the family meeting? Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. There's an urgent matter. It can wait until tomorrow. Sharma looks like he wants to object, but nods reluctantly. A montage of different family members in their private spaces, softly chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Indira performs a prayer ritual before a shrine, whispering Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lakshmi meditates, surrounded by candles. Zara makes hushed phone calls, plotting. Arjun drinks alone, looking at old family photos. Vikram studies company documents in his office. Maya writes in a journal. Sanvi performs what appears to be a protective ritual with herbs and incense. The compound is peaceful in the early light. Birds call from the lush gardens. Family members gather for breakfast. Servants move quietly, serving food and tea. The atmosphere is tense. Vikram sits at the head of the table, his father's place. Arjun notices but says nothing. I've called a family meeting for 9 o'clock. Mr. Sharma has something to discuss before the will reading. Why the delay? Let's just read the will and be done with it. Mr. Sharma insists on following father's instructions precisely. As we should. She gives Vikram a pointed look. He reluctantly shifts to a different chair, leaving the head of the table empty. Softly. No one can replace him yet. An uncomfortable silence falls. It's broken by the arrival of Aliyah and Zain Chand, Zara's twins. Stylish, privileged, and ambitious. Sorry we're late. The jet lag is brutal. Not all of us had the luxury of being here already. They take seats near their mother. Zara touches each of their hands affectionately. My darlings were finishing their MBA exams at Stanford. The entire family has assembled. The wives sit in front, each in a separate section with their children. The concubines and their children sit behind. Mr. Sharma stands at the front, briefcase in hand. He looks uncomfortable. Thank you all for coming. As you know, the official reading of Mr. Chand's will is scheduled for 3 days from now. Then why are we here, Mr. Sharma? Because there's been a development. He takes a breath. A young woman has come forward claiming to be Mr. Chand's daughter. Her name is Tara Mehta. Murmurs spread through the assembly. Indira remains stoic. Vikram looks thunderous. This is absurd, another fortune hunter. She has documentation and preliminary DNA evidence. Dismissive. Those tests can be faked. Which is why I've arranged for official testing tomorrow morning. I'm informing you all as a courtesy. Father would never have hidden a child. Arjun laughs, all eyes turn to him. Are you serious, Vikram? Father had 3 wives and 4 concubines. You think he limited his attentions to just them? Watch yourself, Arjun. Intervening, Miss Mehta's claim will be investigated thoroughly. If verified, she would be entitled to a portion of the estate. This causes more consternation. So our shares would be diluted? Unacceptable. What does she want? Recognition and her inheritance. Has she legal representation? Yes, quite good representation. Softly. If she is Rahul's daughter, she should be welcomed. Incredulous. Welcomed? To take what's rightfully ours? To take what's rightfully hers, if she is his blood. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The tests will confirm or deny her claim. She turns to Sharma. Is there anything else, Mr. Sharma? Yes, regarding the will itself. A security guard bursts in. Excuse me, there's a situation at the gate.